Even when he stepped down as host, Sir Terry Wogan couldn't resist a final barb at Eurovision, labeling it a debacle. For many people, TV presenter Sir Terry's acerbi quit while commentating on the Eurovision Song Contest was the entire reason they watched the singing show. Before we started to take the competition more seriously, thanks to the huge talent and success of Sam Ryder with his song Spaceman in 2022, the event was largely seen as something of a joke for Brits. The UK never expected to get anywhere near winning, and we would often be the country left languishing at the bottom of the scoreboard with 0 points. The popularity of former host Sir Terry's one-liners was testament to the event's tongue-in-cheek reputation with the majority of the viewing public, save for the most ardent fans of course. The veteran Tally star began commentating on the BBC's broadcast of the show way back in 1971, and he quickly became known for his amusing but often shocking jibes and jokes directed at the acts and the event itself. Before Iceland's performance in 1999, he challenged, "See if you can watch this without being distracted by the two idiots in the raincoats." And before Germany's entry came on in 1995, he announced, "This is a contest in which you're gonna see a lot of hair. It's a slap in the face for European barbers." And on Russia's entrant in 1997, Alla Pugacheva, he quipped, "No, it's not Rita from Coronation Street." Perhaps his most controversial comment came in 2001, when he got into hot water for mocking the appearance of the Danish hosts, Natasja and Soren. He announced, or as we know them, The Little Mermaid and Dr. Death. "This pair will kill you." It infuriated the Danes so much, the BBC issued an apology afterwards. However, Sir Terry believed that was the real purpose of the competition, saying, "That's the whole point of it, of course, to sneer at the foreigners." He blatantly refused to believe it was anything other than a joke and refused to host it any other way. "I don't make the mistake of thinking it's a major musical event. I love the Eurovision Song Contest and it will continue long after I'm gone. Just please don't ask me to take it seriously," he once stated. He also thought that if the show was awful, it was more enjoyable to watch, saying, "It's supposed to be bad. And the worse it is, the more fun it is." However, the laughter turned to embarrassment in 2007 when in a toe-curling moment Sir Terry announced the wrong act had made it through as the UK's performer, live on TV. Camp pop act Scooch won the battle to represent the UK at that year's Eurovision with their song "Flying the Flag, for You," following a live TV phone poll. However, there was confusion during the announcement of the winner on BBC's Making Your Mind Up show, when host Sir Terry initially announced soloist Cindy as victorious. Seconds later, co-host Fern Cotton stepped in to confirm that it was in fact Scooch who had won the public vote. Speaking on his Radio 2 breakfast show after the clanger, Sir Terry was typically blunt when addressing his error. "Nobody died, it's a television program," he said, dismissing the fuss. He added, "There's no doubt Scooch won. They clearly won. We wish them well and I shall be there to cheer them on by word and gesture in Helsinki. Bad luck on Cindy. My apologies for any embarrassment she may have suffered, but it probably wouldn't do her career any harm, either. She's a fine singer." Indeed, hosting the UK's broadcast of the Helsinki competition was to be Sir Terry's last, and it seemed he was determined to go out with a bang. Before the show he asked, "Who knows what hellish future lies ahead? Actually I do, I've seen the rehearsals." On the male Finnish presenter he remarked, "You'd never make a living as a presenter in the UK with a name like Leppi Lompen. A comedian maybe, but not a presenter. and on the comedy sketches that were performed over the ads he spat. This skit must have seemed like a tremendous idea at the time, but actually it's covering a commercial break for Finnish television. And if you don't mind me expressing an opinion, I'd prefer the commercials. Despite having previously said he would refuse to stop hosting the show and joking, "They will have to shoot me to stop it. I shall cling to the wreckage for as long as I can." Sir Terry quit the gig in 2008 after 35 years, which is when Graham Norton took over. Typically, he was to have the last laugh and dig at Eurovision's expense when he stated, "I don't want to be presiding over yet another debacle." Were you a fan of Sir Terry's Eurovision hosting? Let us know in the comments below.